And welcome back, race fans, to Right Rear Racing. I'm your host, Donnie Watts. We're going to bring you the Western States Dwarf Car Association iRacing League when they're running the 410s live here from Houston Speedway. These drivers have roughly about 5 more minutes left of warm-up session. And we'd like to thank some new sponsors for this week. And those sponsors are going to be Merrick Pipe Racing, and All Pro Embroidery, and Morris Racing. Looks like we have roughly six, or looks like we have 6 drivers tonight making the call for this race here at Husets, as these drivers are still on the practice laps or hot laps, and right before we went live, they gridded up like they're going to race to see how it was running side by side. So that's why you see them all on top of each other right now. So you are not missing any of your live action right now. And there's only 3 more races left for this series, and that's going to be Volusia and I-55 next week, and they're going to finish it up on the 22nd at Charlotte. And as for right rear racing, we're going to be live on Wednesday, February 12th, for the Speed Palace Showdown, and that's going to be non-wing 410s at Port Royal. Then we're going to finish up the mini stock series on Thursday night, and then I believe we're going to be over here again on Saturday for the Volusia I-55 for next week's race. Again, thank you for tuning in here on Right Rear Racing. We're going to bring you some good action here with these 6 drivers. Again, thank you for all the likes and all the shares during the long intro there, waiting for seeing the hot laps here. And as always, that's greatly appreciated by giving the like and sharing with your friends. As Merrick and Mason Mock, they were running side by side there for the practice session here, as we wind down for the last minute and a half of practice. I want to make sure that, even though on my paperwork it says Dylan, I want to make sure I call him Landon, as that's Landon Budnick in the 25. So we have Merrick Pipe in that 06 machine, the 4M of Mason Mock, the 13 of Chris Olson, and Mason Yeager in that one machine that seems like he's having internet connection issues as he's blinking in and out there. The 25 of Landon Budnick, and then the 21 of Landon Falkenberg are making the call for tonight's race. And we're going to be winding down our laps here for our time for our practice session. And I wasn't even set up on my end, as I didn't even turn on my flag, as I have a iFlag system to help me over here on the broadcast side. And that's going to conclude your practice session for tonight. We're going to go straight into our qualifying. As always, we're going to jump on the first car that goes out there for the qualifying. And it looks like it's going to be Mason Mock in that 4M machine as he pulls out of the pits and hits that blue cone. He's hitting that loud pedal down the back straightaway into turn number 3, and he's going to come out turn number 4. He's getting the green flag as he's coming around turn number 2. He's going down the back straightaway a little bit loose there, going into turn 3. And he's going to come out of turn 4. He's going to set the first lap time, and his first lap time is going to be a 12:25. See if he can get any better this time, as he had a better exit on 2 as he's coming around 3 and 4 now and getting the checkered flag. His second lap time is going to be a 12:15. We have Chris Olson on his first lap. He got a 12:11. His second lap was a 12:17. He's going to be the top of the board. Landon Budnick in that 25 machine, his first lap was a 12:31, with his second lap being a 12:31, I believe. We're going to go with Merrick Pipe in that 06 machine as he goes in turn 3. He's coming out of 4. He's getting his green flag as he enters down low in turn 1 and 2 for his first lap. Coming up high on 3 and 4. As he comes out of 4, he's getting the white flag with only 1 lap left of his qualifying, and he's going to top the leaderboard with an 11:51. And he's going to shut her down and call it good after that one. And we have Landon Falkenberg on his first lap. He was sitting 4th, and his second lap is going to give him second with a 12:09. And then Mason Yeager in that 1 machine, he's pulling out on the track. He's going to be the last one to qualify. Again, he's going to be coming in and out, as it looks like he has some internet connection issues. And he's coming out turn 4 for his green flag. And he's running the high side in 1 and 2. He's coming in turn 3. And it's about the same area that we always lose him in turn 4 there. His first lap is going to be 11:84. We're not going to be able to see it. And we have Landon Budnick here still doing some practice laps here on the qualifying. And Mason Yeager in that 1 machine for his second lap is going to be at 11:87, so he's going to have to settle for the 11:84 and be the second quickest. As that's Merrick Pipe in that 06 machine. He's going to top the leaderboard, followed by Mason Yeager, Landon Falkenberg, Chris Olson, Mason Mock, and Landon Budnick will round out the field. As you see, Landon hitting the berm there, jumping into the pits. And there goes your results again. And we're going to go with heat race number 1 lineup here. It's going to be Merrick Pipe in that 06 machine on the pole, Mason Yeager on his outside in the 1 machine. And inside row number 2 is going to be Landon Falkenberg. On his outside is going to be Chris Olson in that 13. The back row is going to be Mason Mock in that 4M machine, and on his outside will be Landon Budnick in the 25. As these drivers are still doing some final touches to their setup and kind of making their way to staging. We're going to have all 6 drivers for heat race number 1. Again, Mason in that 1 machine, he's blinking as you see on the screen right now. He's going to be hard to follow here as a broadcaster, so we might have to get someone else around him just so that way we kind of know where he's at. As the pace car starts to go Merrick Pipe in that 06 machine, he's going to be leading the field. And these drivers will be taking on Husets again at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So you can tune in here again for that race as well. As I believe the lights are off. It's kind of hard. I've never seen the car here. So I believe the lights are off. We're going to go green flag racing next time around as Merrick Pipe leads the field out of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. The pace car is going to pull off in the infield there and we're going to be waiting for that loud pedal hit by Merrick Pipe in that 06 machine as he leads the field out of turn 4. And we got green flag racing. Merrick Pipe's going to lead us to the turn number 1. Mason Mock, or I'm sorry, that's Mason Yeager in that one machine blinking out. Didn't know where he was, and Merrick Pipe's going to take the early lead with Landon Falkenberg in second, and Mason Mock will be in third. As you see, Mason Yeager's pulling into the pits there, and we're going to have our caution flag come out. And I think this is going to be the one here. Go take a look at it, what happened here. As we're following, that's what he's seeing on, everyone's seeing around him, of blinking in and out. Again, it's going to be Merrick Pipe in that 06 machine, followed by the 21 of Landon Falkenberg, the 4M of Mason Mock, the 25 of Landon Budnick, and the 13 of Chris Olson. Will round out your top 5, and hopefully Mason can figure out what's going on with his internet connection issue there. Again, viewers, please jump into the chat. Let us know who you're cheering for. Any questions you want to ask drivers, and anything like that you want to be interested or interactive with, I'm going to interact with you as well. The pace truck lights are off. We're going to go green flag race the next time around as Merrick Pipe leads the field down the back straightaway. And the pace car pulls off in turn 3. And we're about to hit that loud pedal as Merrick Pipe's going to hit that loud pedal just now. Followed by the 21 of Landon Falkenberg and the 4M of Mason Mock. This is going to be your battle for your second position between these two drivers on your screen now. As Merrick Pipe's kind of walking away from the field. As soon as I say that, the field's starting to catch up to him just a little bit. Again, this is going to be your battle for second between these two drivers. We're on the white flag lap and should be the checkered flag this time around as Merrick Pipe's going to get the checkered flag. I lost kind of my own laps here. Merrick Pipe's going to take the win, followed by Landon Falkenberg and Mason Mock will round out your top 3. And I'll let it do its thing here. Chris Olson's going to finish 4th, and Landon Budnick's going to round out your top 5 with Mason Yeager in that one machine rounding out the field. These drivers are going to do I believe it's a 5-minute warm-up session. And once this warm-up session is done, we're going to do a 30-lap main event tonight. Again, thank you to Morris Racing for the sponsorship, and the All Pro Embroidery for sponsoring as well. And Merrick Pipe Racing sponsored tonight's race as well. And as these drivers are breaking in the track a little bit more and getting more seat time, again, we're going to be live here at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time again for the Western States Dwarf Car Association iRacing League here at Husets Speedway. And they take on Volusia and I-55 next week, followed by Charlotte the week after to finish out their series. For the broadcast here, next week's schedule, we have the non-wing 410s at Port Royal on Wednesday, February 12th. And then we're going to finish out the mini stock series on February 13th. Both those races will be 7 p.m. Central Standard Time live broadcast. And I believe we're going to be here again on Saturday for the Volusia race and the I-55 race as well. And I do have a correction on my schedule as we just picked up someone else. We're going to be doing a UMP league on Monday night at 8:30 Central Standard Time. And it's going to be my first race for that league. And you can catch all that action right here on Right Rear Racing. Again, thank you for taking your time out of your day and taking a view here on Right Rear Racing, as I know that you have the World of Outlaws at Volusia tonight in real life instead of the virtual life here. Again, thank you for that. And I'm sure these drivers here greatly appreciate y'all taking your time and coming over here and watching them take on Husets Speedway tonight. And I believe my first broadcast for this league was Husets for the second race, and Merrick Pipe ended up winning that race. And we have about 45 seconds left until their warm-up session is done. And these drivers are getting the checkered flag for the warm-up session, as we're going to go into the 30-lap main event. And all you viewers, go ahead and grab you some popcorn and get ready for your main event here tonight. As starting on your pole is going to be Merrick Pipe in that 06 machine. On his outside is going to be Landon Falkenberg in the 21. Row 2 is going to be Mason Mock in the 4M. And on his outside is going to be Chris Olsen in the 13. In the third row, we have Landon Budnick in the 25. And on his outside is going to be Mason Yeager in that 1 machine. As these drivers are still gridding up, we're still waiting on your front row. And the moment everyone's been waiting for, your main event, as these drivers come out turn number 4, they're getting the rolled up green flag. We're going to go green flag racing next time around. And the field is going to be led by the 06 machine of Merrick Pipe. The pace truck dives in to turn number 3 into the pits. And Merrick Pipe's waiting for that start zone. He's going to hit his loud pedal. And we're green flag racing. Landon Falkenberg is going to get a good jump on the outside. We're going to be side by side. Coming out turn number 2. As Falkenberg pushes up, Merrick Pipe's going to take the early lead. We're going to be side by side for your position number 3. As the 1 of Mason is down, now battling out with the 4M of Mason Mock. And Landon Falkenberg's catching your leader. As might help if I put y'all's tower there for you. As we're 3 laps down into this event and starting lap number 4. It's still been Merrick Pipe from the beginning. As he comes out turn number 4, and we got a battle again for your 3rd position between the Masons and that 4M and the 1. As Merrick Pipe still leads the field. Still have the side-by-side action here. We're going to go back up here with Merrick Pipe and Landon Falkenberg as they come out turn number 4. Merrick Pipe's kind of blocking that slider. And here comes the 21 looking on the outside. As they're both running 2 separate lines. The 21 has that momentum on the high side. And Merrick Pipe still staying down low. As they come out turn 2. And Mason Mock's in that wall coming out turn 2. As we are starting lap number 10. As this is your battle for the lead. I'm sorry. I was 1 lap early. As there's 9 laps down, starting lap number 10. It's been Merrick Pipe from the beginning of the green. And Landon Falkenberg's not giving much room to breathe as he's waiting for a mistake here from him. And they're kind of spacing out just a little bit, but Falkenberg can catch Pipe here at any point. And we're going to go back here to these 3 drivers. That's Mason Yeager and Mason Mock. That's going to be 3rd and 4th. And then Chris Olson's going to round out your top 5. As we go back to your front, try to give you all a different view here. As I think the other one was better. And we're going to hit lap traffic here shortly. As they come out turn number 4, we're halfway through with this event. And lap traffic spins out right in front of your leaders. And that's going to bring out the caution. And we're going to go take another look at what happened there with Landon Budnick. As you see, it's going through the turn. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. He got into the outside wall and spun right there in the middle of 1 and 2. Those 2 drivers missed him, and that saved their race. It's still going to be Merrick piping that 06 machine leading the field as we just reached the halfway point, followed by the number 21 of Landon Falkenberg. Mason Yeager in the 1 machine with Mason Mock in the 4M, followed by the number 13 of Chris Olson. And rounding out the field is going to be Landon Budnick. Sorry, all my numbers and everything moved around on me. Can Falkenberg get the high side going here and make a move on Pipe? He's going to have 15 laps left in this event to try to get it going. As we're getting the road up green flag, once again, we're going to go green flag racing next time around, coming out turn number 4. The field's going to be led by Merrick Pipe in that 06 machine. as the pace car dives in turn number 3 on the pit road there. He's going to go into the pits. The field's going to be led by Merrick Pipe as he's going to get a good jump here on this restart. He's going to leave the field in turn number 1. We're going to go back with Landon Falkenberg as Mason Yeager got a good jump there. He's going to be on his rear. And they're going to be side by side in turn number 3. Coming out turn 4, and this is going to be your battle for second position between the 1 and the 21. As the 1 looks down low, the 21 is going to be high. They're coming out turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It's still the 21's leading the 1 machine. And they're coming out turn 4, still side by side. It's still the 21 in second. The 21's trying to pinch him off there on the slide job. We're still side by side. Down the back straightaway, the 21 hits the outside wall. Is that going to cost them here as they come out turn number 4? Still the 21 holding on to the second place. And as these two drivers are battling it out here for a second, Merrick Pipe's enjoying it because he's being able to walk away from these two. And Mason Yeager's still looking down low. He's going to get some momentum going. And Landon Falkenberg's kind of short sliding there in turns 1 and 2. And they come out turn 4. We're still side by side. And it's still going to be the 21 holding on to your second position. As these drivers kind of pushed up or moved up just a little bit. The 1 machine is still looking down low. We're still side by side. Again, this is your battle for second as we have 8 more laps in this event. And we have a right rear thrown by the 1 machine to the 21. And Mason Yeager is going to take your second position, followed by Mason Mock in that 4M machine. That's going to bring out a caution flag. And I don't know what happened there with those drivers as well. We're going to go back and take a look at what happened. We're going to watch the 21 machine of Landon Falkenberg. As you see, he's running that high side. And looks like Mason ran it in there hard for a slide job and did not clear him, is what I would see on my screen here. And that means the field is going to be changed up a little bit. Merrick Pipe in that 06 machine, he's going to be on the point. The 4M of Mason Mock. The 13 of Chris Olson, followed by the 25 of Landon Budnick. Then we have the 21 of Landon Falkenberg, and rounding out the field is going to be Mason Yeager. As those two drivers, the 21 and the 1, they were putting on a great show as we have 8 laps remaining. And they're getting the rolled up green flag. That means that we're going to go racing next time around. The field is still led by the 06 machine of Merrick Pipe, as he's led every lap of this event tonight. And the pace car pulls off as they enter turn number 3. Merrick Pipe's waiting for that start zone to hit that loud pedal. And he's coming out of turn number 4, hitting that loud pedal. He's going to get a good jump on Mason Mock here as he goes in turn number 1. Mason Mock's going to be in second as he's looking on the outside, running the outside lane. The 13 of Chris Olson is going to be trying to catch up with Mason Mock in that 4M machine. The 1 of Mason Yeager, he's already moved up to 4th. And the 21 is pushing there too hard as they pushed a little bit hard into the 25. And we're going to go back up here to the front as Mason Mock's getting the high side going. He's going to try to make a move on the 06 machine of Merrick Pipe. And we're going to have another caution flag come out. As Chris Olson in that 13 machine hits the outside wall. The 1 of Mason, that's Mason Yeager. And him got into it going into turn number 1. There's too many Masons and too many M's to make sure I get everything going. And Tommy, I hear you. That happened to him last week. He just needs to jump that start just a little bit and get a good jump on Merrick Pipe. And Third Party Gaming, thank you for liking the stream. And these drivers are getting the rolled up green flag. That means that we're going to go green flag racing once again, as I believe we've only had 3 cautions so far tonight. And the pace truck's going to be pulling off. Merrick Pipe's going to lead us into turn number 3 as he's waiting for that start zone. And he's hitting that loud pedal. He's going to get a good jump again. He's going to lead us into turn number 1. Again, those lights should be green. I don't know why they're red. As Mason Mock is coming out of turn 4, we're getting the 2 popsicle sticks going here as we have 2 laps remaining. The 21 Landon Falkenbergs, he's back up in the top 3. As Merrick Pipe's coming out of turn 4, he's getting the white flag as we only have 1 lap remaining. And you see Mason Yeager there pulling out on the track. Merrick Pipe's going to go coming out of turn 4, and he's going to take the checker flag and the win tonight, followed by Mason Mock, and Landon Falkenberg will round out your top 3. And I wanted to hesitate there just a little bit on that call because Merrick Pipe was on the berm. I thought that berm was going to eat him. As we called out your top 3, Chris Olson in that 13 machine, he's going to finish 4th, followed by Landon Budnick and Mason Yeager, finishing out your field for tonight's race. Thank you to Morris Racing, your All-Pro Embroidery, and Merrick Pipe Racing for their sponsorship for tonight's event. And we're waiting for your top 3 to hit her from them. And we're going to hear from Landon Falkenberg first, followed by Mason Mock, then Merrick Pipe. And Landon, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Man, that was one hell of a show that you and Mason put on there, running side by side. Kind of walk us through what happened in those moments.
Yeah, that was fun. Hard. It got slick. I'm not very good at it. He probably should have beat me there, but it is what it is.
Whenever y'all were running side by side and throwing those slide jaws back and forth, did you want to run the high side or did you want to try to run the low side? I know you said it started getting slick. You had the moisture up top, so that's why.
I preferred the top, but I was just trying to keep the car straight, really. So wherever it took me, that's where I was making it work.
Yes, sir. And you got it working on the high side there for the majority of the race. As I was watching throughout the whole field, you're running probably 1 lane higher than everyone else and was getting it going.
Yeah, it was working. We'll figure something out for the next one.
Yes, sir. And do you have any sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Not really. Shout out to American Mason. They put this on. They do a hell of a job with it.
Yes, sir. And hopefully at the 9 p.m. Central Standard Time race, we can get you again here on the podium and hear from you again, but hopefully it's with a win.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, sir. Have a good one, and good luck at the next one. And there you have it, your 3rd place finisher tonight of Landon Falkenberg. And now we're going to hear from Mason Mock, who finished 2nd. And Mason, are you there?
Yeah.
Man, that was a good race from you coming from the back of the field back up there to the front. I could be getting your heat race start mixed up with your feature start, but still a good run. Where did the
Yeah.
where did you feel better at on the track?
In the heat race, it was definitely down at the bottom with how the track was. Yeah, it was super slick right there on that berm, but there was like nothing much else you could do because if you run it at the top, it was just way too long. Especially, I mean, even for these 410s, it was just too long around the top. So the heat race, you had to be at the bottom. But whenever it got into the feature, it had a lot of variation, so it was better to drive. And 1 and 2 is in the middle, and 3 and 4 when it was in the top. And I mean, if Merrick didn't get just such a great jump on the start, it would have been a close race. But I was definitely catching him out of 3 and 4.
And we want to talk about starts over on Facebook during the race. I'm guessing Tommy Mock is your dad.
Yeah,
You got to start listening to your dad, man. He's saying, "Kid never listens to dad. Jump the start, bro."
I mean, it's super. I mean, especially on this track, it's hard to. I try to get as close as I can to him at the start. It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, he's been doing really good at these restarts. I don't know. I'm not the greatest at them,
Uh,
but just have to make up with him for speed on the track.
oh yeah, I get it 100%. I'm not the greatest on the restarts either, so I totally understand the restarts. But I was just bringing up the comment there that your dad posted
Yeah.
in the group or on the page. Do you have any sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to, man?
I want to thank my parents, and also want to thank Morris Racing, and All Pro Embroidery and Merrick Pipe Racing for all the donations for the payout this week.
And I know that I haven't touched base with you on it yet, but do you know what the payout's going to be for the second race tonight?
It's gonna be the same as the first race. We have $200 total to split between both races. So we have 50 for first, 30 for second, and 20 for third. So pretty good, but hopefully we'll do better next time. Still trying to find good sponsors. I mean, everyone's nice. Still trying to find sponsors for every race, and we're building money up for that big Charlotte race at the end of the year. So
Yes, sir. There's only 3 more races left, and well, 3 more races left after tonight's races.
yeah,
So I get it 100%, man. And good luck to you on your next race tonight.
thank you, sir. Hopefully I
Yes,
see
sir.
you
Yes,
again.
sir. Hopefully next time you see me, you're the last one to be interviewed, as this
Yeah.
is 3 interviews in a row that you're the second one or the middle one, second one.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's hard to beat Merrick. I think someone's gonna put a bounty on his head soon. So hopefully that works out.
Yes, sir. I get that 100%.
Thank you.
All right. Good luck, man. And there you have it. Your second place finisher, Mason Mock. And now we're going to hear from your winner tonight of Merrick Pipe. And Merrick, are you there?
I'm here.
Man, you led it from the drop of the green. That last turn in 3 and 4, you kind of got on that berm. Did you think that you're going to loop it there coming out of 4 that last time?
Not really. But that track was like starting to get where if you weren't like really close to the berm, that you were gonna spin the wheels coming out of 4 really bad. So you kind of had to take that risk there.
Oh yeah, I get it 100%. I thought, but calling it and watching it, I thought you were going to pull an Axum there.
Yeah, you never know. Pull the Emerson Axum at Volusia.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought you were going to do there. So that's why I hesitated on the call.
Yep.
For the track condition, you kind of talked about it a little bit, where the track was kind of slicking off, and you had to get on that berm. Did you try the high side much? I know that we got racing action going on behind you, that they're running side by side. I don't know if you actually touched the high side as much as you did last time that we were here.
Yeah, I was on the I tried the high side a bit at the start and then a bit like towards the end, but I just always felt good on the bottom when I'd go back down.
And whatever works best for you as a driver, that's where you want to be at. And it worked out for you
Whenever you
tonight.
can get some grip.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, whenever you can get speed and grip. Just keeping your wheels keeping your wheels under you is really key in these things.
Yes, it is. And do you have any sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I'll thank Riverside Truck and Auto Recyclers, Wagner Racing, Epperson for their help, M&M Motorsports, um, Morris Racing, All Pro Embroidery, Merrick Pipe Racing for the sponsorships. My parents, yeah, and everyone that's watching, and then you for broadcasting.
And again, we couldn't do it without sponsors, so you have a long list there, and sounds like you got good support on your side.
Yes, I definitely do. I have some of the best.
And we have another race in about an hour that's going to go live here, and hopefully we get you back on the podium again.
Yeah, hopefully I get to talk to you again.
Yes, sir. And congratulations again on another victory.
Thank you.
Yep. Thanks, sir.
Thanks. Bye.
And there you have it. Your race winner tonight of Merrick Pipe and the 06 machine. That's going to conclude tonight's action for your first event at Husets here. And we're going to go live again in about an hour for your second round at Husets tonight. It's going to be the same format as it was for your first race here. And we're going to go live roughly about 9:15 and bring you back with the action for the practice session with about 5 minutes left in their practice session. Again, thank you for tuning in here on Right Rear Racing. We will catch you at 9:15 Central Standard Time.